In this video, we'll look into how to remove time part from date time in VBA. So let me enter some data. 8th August 2022 and 10, 10, 10. So we have this value here. Now let me drag this. So we got 4 records now. We have to remove the time part from this and show only the date part. So let's go to the developer tab, Visual Basic, Insert, Module. I'll write a subroutine. Here I'll give the for next. For r is equal to 1 to 4, then next r. We'll loop through this r 1 to 4 and cells of r comma 1. So 1 for column. So column is the first column we have data. So r column 1 is fixed. R keeps changing because there are 4 rows. Cells of r comma 1 dot number format is equal to dd YYYY, and cells of r comma 1 dot value is equal to date value of cells of r comma 1 dot value. So now let us run this. Go here and check. We got date and time here now. So once I run the program, it will remove the time part from it. So just run this. Go and check. The time part has been removed. You can see only the date is showing up here and the time has been removed. So we have fixed the number format as ddmmyyyy, and into that row and column we are getting the only date part using the date value function. One more way to remove time from the date time is, instead of date value, you can use the format function and cells r1 dot, and this one I can just copy this part, comma, you can format it in ddmmyyyy format. Now let us go to the spreadsheet. Let's enter the data again. 10, 10, 10. Then let me drag this. So we have 4 rows now. So I go back to the Visual Basic and run this part of the code. Now go to the spreadsheet. You can see the time part has been removed from the date time. So these are some of the ways in which you can remove the time from the date time in VBA. Now we'll remove the date part from the date time value. So let's go to the spreadsheet, delete this row. Let me re-enter this data. And 10, 10, 10. 4 rows. We have now 4 rows. So before writing the code, Let us see, let us go to the format cells, right click and format cells, and if you click on this general part, you can see the number 44801.42373. 44801.42373. That's how in the general format this date is showing up. So now if you just take the time part 10 10 10, and if I right click here and then go to the format cells and go to the general, shows 0.4237, and this part shows 44801.4237. So now we have to remove this integer part 44801, and then we'll get this fractional part. So let us go here, go to Visual Basic, and instead of this part, let's remove this. Let us remove this. We'll write it again. Cells of r is equal to 1 to 4, r comma 1 dot value is equal to cells of r comma 1 dot value. This is showing us 44801.4273. From this we have to remove the integer part. So minus the integer part we can get using VBA dot fix, and that number cells of r comma 1 dot value. So from this part we have seen that it is giving us 44801.4273, and this part will give us the integer part 44801, and we will be left with the fractional part, which is nothing but the time. And cells of r comma 1 dot number format is equal to, we need hours, minutes, seconds. So now let's go here and check. We delete this part. So we have this date and time here. Now when I run the code, the date should disappear, only the time should show up. Now run this code, go to the spreadsheet. So the date has disappeared, only time has shown. So if I right click here and then go to the format cells, go to the general, you can see 0.4237. The time part is that 0.42, whatever fraction part is. That's the reason why we have removed the integer part from this value, and then we have assigned the number format as HHMMSS. So it is showing it only the time part. Now let us extract only the year. So let me delete it, and then it August 10 10 10. So we got this data now. Now I'll go to the Visual Basic, and here I'll change the number format to general, and cells of r1 dot value is equal to, here I will remove this part. I will take the year part of this, year dot value. Now we got this date time. Now if I run this code, we'll get only the year. Go to spreadsheet. See, only the year is being displayed here. So we have taken year of cells r1 dot value. Similarly, let me just quickly 22 10 10 10 and drag this. Let us go back and then say, instead of year, just say day, and then you see this is there. Now let us run this. 28 29 30 31, only the dates we have got. So we can extract year or day or month similar way. In this video, we'll generate time from 1 to 24. In a day, there are 24 hours. So we'll generate from 1 to 24. So let me comment this part of the code. Now, dim x as integer for x is equal to 1 to 24. Next, x. Here we'll write the code active cell dot formula r1c1, that is in the format row 1 column 1 is equal to x, which goes from 1 to 24, ampersand. For minutes and seconds we will have 0 0, and active cell dot number format is equal to HH mm SS, and active cell dot offset will have row offset and column offset. Row offset is equal to 1 and column offset is 0 because it will be the same column, first column. Column offset is equal to 0. We have to select this. So here let us print it here. This will be the active cell. So now if I run this, go to spreadsheet, you can see this column you will have 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then we will have 0 0 for 24. So to get the 24 here, and can eliminate these zeros for hours. So let us go back to the code and change this h in close braces. Now let us back here, delete this. We'll again generate here. Now run it. Go here. We have got 24 here now, and then this 0 has been eliminated from 1 to 5 numbers. Before 1, previously there used to be a 0 here from 1 to 9, that has been eliminated, and here instead of 0 0 0 0 we got 24. So this is how we can generate the time for a 24-day period. You can as well concatenate it with the date or and the time based on whatever requirement there is there for the project. Please subscribe, share and comment.